with us today by the name of Micah Xavier Jones. Hi, Micah. My name is A.J.A.Y.
I know you A.J. This is the point. It's gonna be this. Why it's gonna be this interview like that? Watch, go.
So can you tell us where you from and what you do?
Where I'm from. Originally, I was born in Arkansas.
Yeah.
That's probably someplace that few people ever went to. I don't know how many people have been to Arkansas in their life, and what I do, I like to think of myself as a multimedia artist.
Multimedia artist. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, so today we have an interview about your newest project called Motus Imperium.
Motus Imperium.
Motus Imperium. So can you elaborate on the title of the project and how does it relate to you personally?
Yeah, the name started, with as emotional control, right? And
Motus Imperium is a Latin word, right?
Latin, yeah, it's Latin for emotional control. Well, the motus part is actually like motion, or you can use it for emotion, and Imperium is the control part. And quite honestly, I just thought it sounded better. Like the Latin part, they did. Me and you, we just sat there and
That sounds dope. Yeah.
Motus Imperium. Yeah.
Does this have any relation to your previous projects?
Something I did while dreaming.
Yeah.
I think that for me, I think about life the same way that. It's funny, like I think that we don't have like days. You know what I'm saying? Like morning, the evening, and nighttime. I think that it's right now it's an extended moment.
Yeah.
I think that we
just a straight line
extended
time.
moment. You understand? Yeah. So for my music, the same way. My music is really an extended song. It's all one song to me. You know what I mean? So its relations there. I think my mind blatantly relates them together, but it's I don't know where it picks up or where it leaves off, but I think that if you listen to both, then you'll find me in both. Yeah, that the common denominator. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. So you told me the makers of the beat was Blunted Beatz, right?
Blunted Beatz.
So how did you come across them, and why did you decide to want to collaborate with them?
I met Blunted Beatz, like I'm trying to say, I met Blunted Beatz in a coincidental situation through a friend. We went to a studio session, and the guy that's singing on the album, Kid Soul Ahmad, he was it was actually a session for him. They invited us out. We went down there, and we all sat down there. And if you listen to how the album begins, the intro, the talking on the beginning and throughout the whole project, it's actually just like it's happening. It started with these conversations. We sat there. It was me, Ahmad, and Dave and Joe from Blunted Beatz. We had this unbelievable vibe there, and we just, I don't know, it's really coincidence. I think when you listen to the project and you wondering what is the audio happening, why is the audio coming in and out, then you'll see that the project is this actual coincidence of its own in a way. Yeah. So I don't know. I think that they and it was funny too because a friend of mine recommended. He was like, man, I think that you'd be nice collaborating with these dudes. And I had never heard of them, really. I never knew who they was. And he showed me the beats, and I was like, all right, cool. I write some, I make my own beats, so I'm like I'm not really excited every time somebody say they got beats for me or something. So he ended up showing me these, and I ended up meeting these guys like a week later, which it's all like it's real big coincidence in the whole thing, yeah. And then I started. They sent the beats over, and I immediately started recording. And yeah,
that's cool. So with this project, like, what do you? What's your goal towards your fans? Like, what do you plan to impose on them? What message are you trying to carry across
with this?
To your fans? Yeah.
I think I touched a little bit on it. That how the title Motus Imperium, which means emotional control. I believe in how the project was so. It's like so real time for me, right? Because I figured that since something I did while dreaming, I figured that I couldn't go as far as I wanted to go in life unless I didn't know. I knew I was talented. I was like, I can make beats, and like what the other dudes rapping, like what they rapping about and what they doing out here. They're not so creative. That's what I was thinking. It was turning into it was turning into me being bitter in a way, right? Because I was questioning what's going on, like why can't I? But I realized that it was that me realizing that I was bitter was me actually controlling that emotion.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And I needed to express that. You know what I'm saying? I need to express myself. I need to. I don't know, man. Like,
In a way, I kind of understand how you said that your first album like correlates to the second one. So it's like you woke up from a dream and then you realize you had to take control of your emotions.
right, exactly. That's exactly what I mean. How I was touching on it earlier. It was, exactly. Yeah. So you can put it that way.
Yeah, you can put it that way. Yeah. So, what are your current thoughts on the music industry at the moment?
As far as like, what do you mean, like?
As far as music, the music industry as a whole, like
What do I think about
the
it?
genre and everything, like what do you think, you know?
Me, I try to see. I see myself as genreless, right? I see myself as I'm an artist, like the paintings, right? I did
that's cool. You actually made the paintings yourself too.
I did the paintings because I'm an artist. You understand? Art doesn't only entail painting the picture and wearing a funny hat and talking really poetic. That's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not all art. I think that and when it comes to the music side of it too, I realize that I'm in love with the ability to express myself. You understand what I mean? It's so many thoughts in my head, right? And I think that if I couldn't get them out, I'd be just a crazy dude. You know what I'm saying? I'd be some crazy dude, but I've been gifted with multiple forms of expression. And that's touching back on multimedia, being a multimedia artist, because I want to paint a picture sometimes. And I don't want the world to call me a painter. You know, I want to rap sometimes, but I'm not a rapper. You know, I can, and I produce, and
So in short, you can say you're a contemporary artist. Huh?
Yeah, basically, it's contemporary art. I'm into expression.
Nice. So can you enlighten us on like who influenced your style?
My style influence. I believe it's more what's than who's. You know, but it's definitely who's out there. My father was probably my first inspiration. Because he was really deep. He was a
Deep thinker.
He was a deep thinker. He was a musical soul himself. And what I also admired about him and his way of being is I never saw him around many people. You know, he wasn't always going and running after somebody or doing something like that. He had his own way of being. He was fine with it, completely fine with it. People would talk about him or whatever, but he was completely fine with being who he was. Yeah.
That's great. So so
hold on, my bad. I left off when I started thinking about my dad, but
actually,
what
influenced
me? Of course, like Tupac was hero for like young Black America. You know, my style is influenced by a lot, man. I used to play the baritone when I was younger, and just the space that the baritone occupies when you play it in with other instruments, you know what I'm saying? Just the space that it occupied. I started understanding the occupation of sound space, you know what I'm saying? And that was influential for me, you know, a lot of different things. But probably my parents were the root of my inspiration,
Okay, so what's the most difficult thing you had to endure in life?
In life?
In life and also the music industry so far.
Music industry, I would say that's not life. You know, I would say
of course,
industry I'm not disagreeing with you or anything. I'm just saying that in the music industry, it's not so much of a life. And with emotional control, I realized that. So if you asked me that same question maybe 3 years ago, I would have told you that
different answer,
that the most difficult thing would be, it was probably like going in I believe in a lot of people, like I can get you here, I'm gonna get you in front of these people, I'm gonna do this for you, you talented, do this. And me being naive, You know what I'm saying? And being, I think that was probably the hardest thing for me because it's me being naive. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't drink poison and expect you to die or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was me being naive and me understanding that, like, man, Mike, you fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? In a way, I think that allowed me to. Yeah, that's probably like the hardest thing in music and in life. It gotta be losing my parents. I still. That's why I feel like I can do anything, man, because nothing ever hurt me that much. Like, nothing. I don't think nothing ever will hurt me that bad again. Nothing. So, that was probably the hardest thing. I was a teenager, and that's probably what, you know, that was probably what helped develop my need of expression, need to express myself, because all I remember having was bottled up anger. I had a lot of anger, right? I was stupid, man. I was like wild. I was ignorant. I was just, I don't know. I wanted to be, I didn't want to be sad, a sad person, because I saw that sad people, they get picked on, or they, sad people felt sorry for it, and I don't want nobody feeling sorry for me. That's, you know, so it developed into a complex mixed with anger, you know what I'm saying, with a very, I like to think of myself to have a strong mind state. If I have a strong mind state, and then you have anger, which is just a emotion that I didn't understand at that time. When you mix those two together, right, it's like my strongest mind say, yeah, be angry. You know what I'm saying? Be angry as possible. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, yeah, body, act with this. You know what I'm saying?
And that perfect sense with the album, the Motus Imperium.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really actual, like really actual. Just elaborating, like how I'm breaking down the feelings to you. I actually took time and I broke down every single song and saw what's my perspective. What am I talking about? Why did I say this? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I really came up with these intricate. I have these intricate streams of consciousness about. Just every part of the music. It just made me really reflect. And with this project, I'm really ready to like go forward somewhere with it, because it took that. It took this controlling of emotions, and it's not. I'm not perfect master of emotion now. Don't grant me Micah master of emotion. Don't, by all means, don't do that. I realize it's a process. It's a process, and many people don't even realize they going through this process, but it's really a process to, you can't just get up one morning and say everything that I'm mad about, I'm not mad about it, or everything I'm sad about, I'm not sad about it. You say it, but do you really feel it? You know what I mean? But once you start speaking those affirmations into existence, then that's what happens. And
Get everything under emotional control.
That's what I said. Metaphysically, the emotional control. You know, that's what you need to acquire. If you saw that movie, Click. He could fast forward and stuff like that. You know, if you got the emotional controller, you can pretty much control. Yeah, think about it, right?
So, can you enlighten us more about your views on the current political situation in your country and like how this could maybe?
You come from Nigeria, huh? It's like different, huh? That's my country. I feel you. The political. For me, I'm not a politician, you know, and I understand what I understand about politics, and with my emotional control, I see that a lot of times I'm disgusted in politics, and not necessarily against one individual. It's just that. Just like how I realized that I was being bitter before in my life about music, I realized that the choices that, the way that the world is set up and the way that society forces us to be and the way it forces us to think, I really feel that it really made me bitter. It makes me mad. You know what I'm saying? It really makes me mad, you know. But it's nothing that my anger can do. I can't go and, you know what I'm saying, I can't go choke out the president. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that because, for one, I probably don't make it. I won't make it back to my bed. When I wake up that morning, right? Say the morning I wake up to go choke the president, right? I wake up, now it's time for me to go choke the president. I'm gonna do my stretches because I want to choke him good, you know. And then I go there to where he at, and then I proceed to choke him. I will not come back to this bed no more. My plan is never gonna go how I expected. So what you can do, I actually heard Tupac say that he might not be the one to change the world, but he'll spark the mind that does do it, right? And which he has done over and over and over. If you look at the seeds of, you know what I'm saying, what Tupac had did, you know, what he talked about, you see that, come on, man, like, well, politics, man, politics it's like a game. Yeah. It's really like a game. It's really like a game, even though it's involved with people's real lives, you know, real lives. At the end of the day, when it falls down to the get down, the person making decisions is just a man just like us who is on that quest of emotional control, whether he knows it or not. Yeah. Whether he know that he needs to control his feelings. You know what I mean? Like,
in short, you could say politics is just like real life Monopoly, you know?
Yeah, or the game Risk, you know? They really is going down out here in the world. Yeah. But I have to go to this expressive world to, not to get away from it, because running from it won't give me anything either. Running from it won't either. But what I discovered about music is that music is a very, 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 I'm gonna use the word substantial, binaural activity, right? Because it activates both hemispheres of your brain, and you can be influenced by music. You can play some death metal music, right? They talk about killing. I don't know if all death metal is talking about killing people and stuff, but I imagine you got a good opportunity to get yourself hyped up to go kill somebody if you're listening to this. And then if you listen to music that's emotional, you know, if I'm sitting up all day, every day, I miss my mom, I miss my daddy music, I'm probably gonna be depressed, you know, I'm just sad every day. Yeah. If I listen to happy music, because I'm happy, you sing what Pharrell did to the world with that song, straight up. Like, people don't see that. It's not even subtle. It might seem subtle, but it's not subtle. It's that's one thing, like I said, I can rap, but I'm not a rapper. That's one thing I do. I appreciate and love it about hip hop music because it's so influential. Like, it's so influential that, man, the culture just, and it's not even, you know, hip hop is not only the music, it's elements, you know, and just that culture influences the world right now to this day. Everything, like, right now. And yeah, the only hard thing about it is that we still got this we got a bit of a racial divide still, and the classism is high. You know, everybody want to be a baller. Nobody want to be their regular self. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody want to live that opulent lifestyle.
Everybody, for real, opulous. They want to be opulous. Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
So, what are your future plans from here? Because from the look of things, it seems like the only way is up for you and your team.
Yeah.
What are future plans?
Future plans. See, this interview A.J. knows. See, you gotta understand. This interview A.J. and interview Mike, but we got plans, man. Actually, it's not a plan in the way, like, let me write this down here and this. We do, you know, we write things down and we foresight. We do foresight, but as I was telling you, like, on the way here, like, we was talking, coming here, I was saying that like the way life works, if you think about water or anything on the quantum level, this piece of dust that's on the ground, that piece of dust probably been in China somewhere. You don't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Because so everything has a natural order. Basically, what I'm saying, like, everything, like, if you choose to do nothing, something will be done with you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I understand the natural order, but at the same time, I understand my position to influence my own natural order. You know what I'm saying? I can take the negative route, or I can take the positive route. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like, pretty much. You get it? The gist.
Yeah, I get what you mean. So, Ellie, you said you're a multimedia artist. Can you, like, shine some more light?
Yes. Like, media is also, I think media is it Latin or is it Greek? I don't know to check me on my facts. Check me, I'm not perfect. So media it means the voice in the middle, or just the middle. We got it. It's the middle, and what it means is you have to come here to get the message. You understand what I mean? Like the media or the medium is the voice in the middle. Yeah. So the multimedia formation is what I represent, along with you, and we sat there and we said that okay, I don't want to be just stuck in a box that I have to be a rapper. No, I don't want to be.
What about my skills?
What about my skills? Like, show me some love when I gotta do stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to do stuff. So let me do stuff. And how can I do stuff? And I thought about it that at the end of it, when you do something, it's for someone else. At the end of it, it's someone else. So when I put something I did while dreaming out, I don't own that anymore. It belongs to the people for their opinion. It's not my music anymore. It's theirs. And so think about the conscious hub. The media's conscious hub, the hub of the middle. That's my vision for the multimedia formation. That one day we'll be like a worldwide multimedia brand, and letting people understand that, yo, man, if you got a gift, man, it's a way to cultivate it. If
you don't use it, you lose it.
You don't lose it. You don't use it, you lose it. Yeah, right. For real, man. Cultivate your gift and go somewhere with it. Like, forget the naive part of the words. You'll be okay. Motivate yourself. Keep going. Don't worry about the words. If they make you feel good, then keep them. Use them. Take the positive out of them. Like, take you an orange, poke holes in it, squeeze the orange juice out. Don't eat the shit. It probably wouldn't taste good. You know what I'm saying? Like, take the good. That's where I'm from. Turtle, Arkansas originally. Like, he asked me that earlier. Turtle, Arkansas. Where I'm from, that's what we say. Take the good with the bad.
Yeah, take the good. Mm-hmm.
Speaking
of give you lemons,
make lemonade. Yeah, man, for sure. Yeah.
You got a shout out you want to give out?
Yeah, just everybody that supported me through this project. A.J.A.Y was there. He came, supported by his family with him. Give you a special thanks, man, for being there. Every single man. They don't know the work that we put in to do this, to make this happen. They just see this and this other acting like we cool. We acting like we cool. You know what I'm saying? They only see that. They don't see what we did. Like, on my notepad, how many notepads? Like, it's just filled up with ideas and the next step. Or I appreciate that. I appreciate my family, man. If it wasn't for them, then wow, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't be here. Like, really not. And even my extended family back at home. Turtle, Arkansas, is a special place for me. It's the village that raised this child, and you hear it all throughout the project. And Chicago, I want to take some time and actually send out a RIP and a special prayer request from people, man, because we the town where I'm from, Turtle, we constantly taking losses. The other night we had a young guy from there. He come home from work, messed around and drove off the bridge into the creek, and he drowned there. You know what I'm saying? And it's real sad that it happened like that. Watching all those young fellas grow up, and I don't know, man. I just wish that it was more that we can do, because they said that he was able to call 911, but only to tell him that he couldn't swim. You understand what I mean? Imagine us sitting there waiting to drown, and had that I'm not saying that it's anyone's fault, but if we had money as a state, because Arkansas is the second poorest state in America, we had money as a state, we could have a swimming pool in Turtle, athletic complex. So he didn't even try because he was more afraid of not knowing how to swim. You understand? So imagine if he had faced that fear. We got so much nature in Arkansas. We take stuff like this, make obstacle courses, and being over here in Europe, I saw how the social, they got social support here. It's parks everywhere. I see parks that's unplayed on. I'm like, what the hell? Like, they got a whole park out here. Nobody
just wasting away.
I waste the whole park. Let me take this park, bring it to Turtle, put it on the plane and take it to Turtle. Yeah. So man. I just pray for that guy and the young fella and his family. Yeah, man, and just all the people that just been there with me through the whole thing. When I was finding my emotional balance. It started with my brother. My brother, he told me, I was in Afghanistan. He told me, like, Mike, control your emotions, man. And I just, what the hell you talking about? I'm mad. I know I'm mad. What do you mean control my emotions, man? He gave me that. They gave me the stigma, and here we are today. Expression full. Like I got some expressionless, some expression full these days. You know,
That's really
it's a
good.
blessing. Yeah.
How can your fans get your music, and like what are they to expect? Like, are you performing any shows, or like what are the fans expect?
Well,
How can they get the merch? You know?
you can get this. It'll be a website up, of course. So you'll find it with the Motus Imperium. We'll have like fan wear for you, you know what I'm saying? Get you some t-shirts, get you like some jogging dress. You know, we got A.J.A.Y aesthetics, your thing. Like A.J.A.Y had me in the gym still getting buff. I don't know if y'all can see on camera, but I am getting buff. You know what I'm saying? And A.J.A.Y aesthetics is part of the multimedia formation also. It's actually it's like that makes so much sense though for it to be that, you know, it's without you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get you right. You gotta you yourself are
You gotta take care of the controller.
take care of the controller. Exactly. You gotta do maintenance on it. So in the gym, what did you say? Oh yeah, like how you can get music. You'll be able to get the music on the website, and it should be posted on this video because I'm featuring me. It's me on this video. So yeah, you can get
Spotify, iTunes.
the music will be Spotify, iTunes, everywhere you can listen to music at. Like, consume it, steal it, do what you listen to it, tell somebody about it, control your own emotions. Like that's a real message, that's real time, that's a real goal. Like I really want people to have some self-awareness. Like, look, I'm actually here, like right now in this moment. You know what I'm saying? Like really, and that does a lot, man, for real. Yeah, I don't want people to feel they don't know or don't understand. Like, go outside your comfort zone, get it in, really.
I guess we're done, man. All right, people, you heard it, man. Y'all go out there, cop that shit, listen to it.
Cop the shit. Listen to it.
And be inspired.
Be inspired.
Have a great day, y'all.
Have a great day, other camera. We don't even care about the other camera. It's like, all right. Oh, wait. I ain't done my shout outs though.
Oh, you still want a shout?
I got more shouts out. I got shout out to everybody that helped make this thing possible. First off, I forgot about Sergey. That's the main guy. Shout out. Sergey, the man on the cam. Sergey TP art. That's like, I wouldn't be able to make any of this happen without him because I tell you why, right? There's audio, there's visual, right? So
that's crazy. We actually got audio and visual.
So it makes sense, right? Because I've been working with him for some years now, and it's like I believe in him, and he believes in me. You know,
he's a very creative and talented artist. Because I've actually seen his work, and he's really, really good.
Yeah, for sure.
If you guys want your like pictures, videos, wedding pictures, and all that, just hit him up. TCPR.
What? TPR.
Oh, TPR.
Yeah.
TPR.
One day, Peter Jackson, he's going to embrace, and he's going to watch. Peter's going to embrace you. He's going to be like, damn, why not think of that? Like one day, we just got to stick to it. Really, that's what I believe about all of us. I love it that him and his father, they come in. Yeah. Like, man, that's something for me because I follow my dad everywhere I went. Everywhere he went, I was behind him, like a shadow. I probably lay on the ground. Like, I was my dad's shadow, really, for real. So that's so inspirational to me. And for my son, that's inspiration. Like I'm gonna be the way his father is with. If my son wants to be a puppet dude, if he want to do puppets, I'm going to be up there with him over the thing. Like, all right, now move that street down a little bit. Like, I'm going to be that, for real. Whatever he want to be, I support it.
Support your family, man. Whatever it is, man, support them.
Yeah, man. You never know. Like, you never know who is who. You never know. Yeah. I guess that's it. Sums it up. A cycle of my emotions will begin with frustration, anger, depression, sadness, gloom. Alright, so that would require for me to make my eyes more like mad, like I was mad at something. That's how I look if I was mad. I don't really show it much.
You can speak a little bit more.
Okay, this is more British accent. Sometimes I have to be a Briton man, but sometimes Irish blood really comes out. Shape. 3 years I've been working on this video, this whole album, emotional control, and we named the whole thing at the bloody last moment, Motus Imperium, can you believe that? Fuck mate. Bollocks.
Yeah.
And when life give you lemons, make a lemonade. A simple phrase, coincidence that I ain't really made. I'm made of many slave nights and eye to eye with Micah Xavier. Oh shit! And so if I was happy, I would smile. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy. Make me laugh, you know? Make me laugh. Say something funny. Nothing is funny. Tell me something funny.
A.J.A.Y.
My confidence is on the ocean. Yours and no.
Yeah, you got
Okay. Laugh. All right. If I was sad, I don't know how to be sad. I don't know how. I'm sad. This is really ad work.
Yeah.
I'm not good with this, really. If I'm scared, I'd be like, I think, how can I be scared? Scare me. Ah! I don't know how we can do that. I don't know if that'll work because I'm bad with my emotions.
When you're angry.
This player. I'm angry now. And so now I am upset because I do not know what I am upset about. I am upset. Eyebrows indicate such. No, I'm actually in a very neutral mood. I don't know this one.
Okay,
I'm in a very neutral mood all the time. And when life give you lemons, make a lemonade. A simple phrase, coincidence that I ain't